GMNA uses artificial intelligence for generated speech, visuals, and production. AI-generated content may contain errors. Please verify important information before making decisions or taking action.
Good evening, Wildwood. A wild boardwalk takeover attempt by a 19-year-old has police on high alert, while Governor Cheryl's new energy bills promise lower electric costs. Expect sunny surf later and traffic's clear this evening, and the Wildwood Crest Sand Sculpting Contest kicks off Friday. Over to you, Jake.
Yoga on the beach starts tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., free for all ages, held on the Wildwood Boardwalk near the Atlantic Avenue entrance.
The session runs for 60 minutes, includes guided breathing, gentle stretches, and concludes with a group meditation overlooking the sunrise over the ocean.
Participants need only a yoga mat or towel. No equipment is provided, and parking is available at the adjacent lot without charge.
Classes are led by certified instructor Maya Rivera, and the beach session welcomes beginners and seasoned yogis alike. Lots to get to, let's begin. Good evening, Wildwood. Wildwood police arrested a 19-year-old man from Pennsylvania after he tried to organize a takeover of the boardwalk over the 4th of July weekend. Officers say the suspect arrived on July 4th and again on July 5th, attempting to rally a crowd and seize control of popular promenade during the peak holiday rush. Witnesses reported loud chants and a makeshift banner demanding the boardwalk be handed over to the group. Police moved in early on the second day, dispersing the gathering and taking the suspect into custody without incident. The department confirmed the arrest prevented a potential disruption of the thousands of visitors enjoying fireworks, food stalls, and rides along boardwalk. Charges will include attempted public disturbance and unlawful assembly, officials said. The boardwalk stayed open, no injuries reported. Investigators are reviewing video to identify any additional participants. The department said action reflects its priority to keep holiday crowds safe.
An Ocean City court handed down a sentence today to a man from Philadelphia after investigators uncovered hidden cameras installed in public restrooms along the boardwalk. The Ocean City Police Department disclosed that the devices were placed in multiple bathroom stalls, violating state privacy statutes. A judge ordered 5 years of probation, noting the seriousness of the intrusion and the breach of trust in a popular tourist area. The offender will be subject to strict monitoring and prohibited from possessing any recording equipment during the probation period. This case is part of a larger effort by law enforcement across the Jersey Shore to clamp down on voyeurism and protect visitors' privacy. Authorities say the crackdown will continue as they pursue additional leads and increase surveillance of high-traffic venues. The ruling sends a clear message that such violations will not be tolerated.
Governor Cheryl signed 3 bills today aimed at cutting the soaring electricity costs that burden residents and businesses. The legislation passed by the New Jersey legislature forces data center operators and utility providers to shoulder the full expense of the power they consume. By making AI-driven data centers responsible for their own electric bills, New Jersey becomes the first state to impose that requirement. Lawmakers say the measures will ease monthly electric statements for households and help local enterprises remain competitive. The bills also include provisions for utilities to offer more transparent pricing and to invest in efficiency upgrades. Officials praised the swift action as a concrete step towards stabilizing energy costs across the state. The governor's office confirmed the bills are now law and will be implemented over the coming months.
Officials in Ocean City have kicked off a major beach replenishment effort on the north end shoreline today. The project, funded at $19.5 million, will move roughly 1.6 million cubic yards of sand onto eroded sections of the coast. Contractors are already spreading the material, a process expected to run through the summer months as the city works to restore the shoreline and bolster protection for the beachfront. The initiative joins a broader push along the Jersey Shore, where neighboring towns are also tackling coastal erosion. City leaders said the work will help preserve recreational space and guard against future storm damage. While the operation is underway, residents can expect temporary closures of some beach access points as equipment moves across the sand. The city expects the sand to stay in place for several years, providing a lasting buffer against rising tides.
An 18-year-old man from Pennsylvania was arrested Tuesday on weapons charges after police say he brandished a shotgun during an argument on Surf Avenue in North Wildwood, New Jersey. North Wildwood Police Department officers responded to the disturbance early in July. According to the department, the teenager displayed the firearm, then concealed it in a vehicle before officers arrived. He was taken into custody and charged with illegal firearm display and possession. The incident occurred on Surf Avenue, a popular beachfront thoroughfare, and is being investigated as a violation of state gun laws. The incident is being examined under state gun statutes. The arrest was confirmed in a statement released by the North Wildwood Police Department on July 6. Authorities indicated the investigation remains active and the suspect will appear in court. Surf Avenue runs along the Atlantic shoreline and is frequented by residents and tourists. Coming up, we'll preview the Wildwood Crest Sand Sculpting Competition Friday and Tuesday's beach weather and surf forecast. We will be right back.
If you run a venue, a comedy night, a concert, a fundraiser, you already know the hardest part isn't the show. It's selling the seats. Theaterfiller changes that. In minutes, you're set up with your own ticketing page, QR code delivery, and a door scanner. No technical headaches. No middleman taking a cut of your night. Your event, your tickets, your revenue. Go to theaterfiller.com and fill every seat.
Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for staying with us. Up next, Jake brings the latest local stories you need to hear this morning.
Wildwood Crest's annual sand sculpting competition kicks off this Friday on Heather Road Beach. Organized by local volunteers, the event runs from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., inviting artists of all ages to carve intricate designs in the shoreline sand. Organizers say the showcase highlights the town's creative talent and aims to attract visitors to the shore during the busy summer season. Participants will work side by side, and judges will evaluate each piece on originality, technique, and overall impact. Spectators can stroll the beach, enjoy live music, and sample food from nearby vendors while watching the sculptures take shape. The competition rounds out Wildwood Crest's summer lineup, adding another family-friendly attraction to the calendar. Whether you're a seasoned sculptor or just curious, the beach promises a colorful display of local artistry this Friday.
Today's Jersey Shore Beach outlook comes from the NJ1015 weather team. For Wildwood and the surrounding shoreline, they report clear skies and a warm feel, with temperatures comfortably in the 70s. Light onshore breezes are expected, keeping the air fresh without stirring up sand. Wave conditions are described as moderate, offering enough swell for surfers while remaining safe for swimmers and families strolling the boardwalk. The forecast notes that the surf will stay steady through the afternoon, with no significant changes on the horizon. With these conditions, residents heading to the beach can plan a day of sun, sand, and surf without worrying about sudden storms or hazardous currents. The team will continue to monitor the coast and provide updates as the day progresses. Morning sun will linger well into the early evening, making late-day picnics pleasant.
Home sales under $350,000 gave a clear picture of affordable options last week across Cape May County. Between June 22nd and 28th, prospective buyers snapped up a range of properties priced at $350,000 or less. The Wildwoods area saw several single-family homes and townhouses change hands, offering families and retirees alike a chance to settle in the seaside community without stretching their budgets. Real estate agents reported steady demand, noting that modest price listings moved faster than higher-priced inventory. Sellers who listed within the affordable bracket benefited from the brisk activity, while buyers reported feeling more confident about entering the market. The weekly snapshot suggests that, despite broader market fluctuations, Cape May County continues to provide viable entry points for those looking to own a home here.
Now let's get a look at tonight's forecast and see what the evening holds.
A stagnant ridge and a westerly jet keep tonight's sky locked and overcast, humidity-laden calm. On this date, Wildwood burned up to 92 degrees in 2020, a spike that rode the tail end of a regional heat wave. The record low sits at 56 degrees, set in 2018 during an unusually early cold snap that followed a lingering offshore flow. By contrast, the climatological July average hovers near 76 for the high and 64 for the low. Those benchmarks illustrate how today's mild, 75 high sits comfortably below the historic peak, yet well above the average nighttime low. The live radar shows a clean canvas across the county, with no echo returning from the west or east. A high-pressure dome anchored over the Great Lakes is suppressing lift, while the westerly jet aloft streams at roughly 55 miles per hour, steering any disturbance north of our area. With the air mass stable and moisture confined aloft, we expect the overcast to linger into the evening before clearing after midnight as the ridge persists. At 6 p.m., the sky hangs heavy with 94% cloud cover, temperature 73, humidity pushing 89, and a light east breeze at 4 miles per hour. A near-average pressure field sits steady, while a westerly jet at roughly 55 miles per hour rides aloft, capping any surface lift and keeping showers at bay. Because the ridge remains anchored, temperatures will dip only modestly through the night, reaching 66 by sunrise. The UV index reads 5, a moderate level for the lingering daylight. Winds will stay below 16 miles per hour, shifting to a southeast direction by early morning. No watches or warnings are in effect, allowing us to focus on the coming overnight trend before we roll into the 5-day outlook. Looking ahead, Wednesday holds a steady high 77 and low 66 under another blanket of clouds, with the ridge still dominant. Thursday introduces a weak frontal boundary that drags a modest moisture plume eastward, delivering light rain and a 40% chance as the jet nudges north. Highs rise to 79 while lows climb to 72. Friday clears again, though the sun must fight through lingering high clouds, producing a warm high 84 and a comfortable low 75. Saturday repeats the pattern with a slight chance of rain, 30%, and temperatures easing to 81 and 72. Sunday finally breaks the cloud cover, offering a clear sky and a pleasant high 77 with a low of 70, a nice finish to the week. And that's your weather. Remember, the local sunset is also available as a podcast. Listen anytime on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts.
Up next, a look at today's traffic, the Wild Resort Spotlight, and catching the Phillies vs. Reds series. We will be right back.
If you run a venue, a comedy night, a concert, a fundraiser, you already know the hardest part isn't the show. It's selling the seats. Theaterfiller changes that. In minutes, you're set up with your own ticketing page, QR code delivery, and a door scanner. No technical headaches, no middleman taking a cut of your night. Your event, your tickets, your revenue. Go to theaterfiller.com and fill every seat.
Highway 44 and Route 10 are flowing freely, with no reported accidents or slowdowns this afternoon. The downtown loop, including Main Street and River Road, is also clear, letting commuters zip through without delay. Expect a smooth ride through the coastal corridor for now. Later this evening, traffic typically builds around the mall parking lot on Sunset Avenue as shoppers head out, so plan for a possible slowdown after 5 o'clock. Construction on the east side of Oak Drive continues, but crews have kept one lane open and traffic is moving at normal speed. The bridge over Willow Creek remains fully operational with no restrictions. On the transit side, all bus routes are running on schedule and the commuter rail line reports no service interruptions. Keep an eye on the weather front. A light breeze could turn gusty near the harbor later, but for the next hour your commute looks clear.
Yoga on the beach at Wildwood Beach greets the sunrise with a free session, watching the tide roll in, giving you a calm, stretch-filled start before the day heats up. Next, downtown Wildwood Plaza rolls out a free outdoor screening of Kung Fu Panda 2, a family-friendly adventure that turns the plaza into a pop-up cinema as the sun sets. Bring a blanket and popcorn for a relaxed evening. The Sunset Lake Live music series continues on the lake's boardwalk, delivering nightly tunes that let you unwind after work or a day at the beach. Grab a drink from nearby kiosks. Looking ahead, the calendar is heating up. The New Jersey Bronco Invasion arrives on July 17th with off-road thrills. Mind Travel's Silent Headphone Piano Concert lands on July 14th for a unique listening experience. And the Q102 Beach Tour with Nelly caps the month on July 30th for a big hip-hop night at Seaport Pier. And now here's Luke with sports.
Midweek matchups and off-season moves keep Philadelphia fans on their toes. Philadelphia heads to Cincinnati this week for a series against the Reds, marking the penultimate stretch of the first half. The Phillies arrive with a 54-1 record after a recent loss to Kansas City, and fans can catch the action via local broadcasts. Claude Giroux will not be reuniting with the Flyers. Instead, he's set to re-sign with Ottawa, according to NHL insider Elliotte Friedman. The earlier report of a Philadelphia return proved premature, confirming the veteran's next chapter stays in Canada. Flyers leading scorer Matvei Michkov is already hard at work this offseason, focusing on conditioning and skill drills. After a strong finish to last season, the young forward aims to build on that momentum heading into training camp. The Ducks remain 4 days away from a decision on an offer sheet that could reshape the league. Speculation swirls that the Flyers may be the destination, with analysts and insiders noting the potential impact on Philadelphia's roster. After a false report suggested a Flyers reunion, it's now confirmed Claude Giroux will re-sign with Ottawa. The veteran weighed options with several clubs, but insider Elliotte Friedman announced the Ottawa deal on Monday, ending speculation about a Philadelphia return. Tyson Forrester expressed enthusiasm for the Flyers' recent offer sheet targeting star center Leo Carlsson. The proposed $90 million deal could lock the player in for at least 5 years, a move that may shift contract expectations across the NHL.
The Wild Resort on Glenwood Avenue and the Boardwalk is set to open this summer, bringing a 5-story, 75-room luxury retreat to the heart of Wildwood. Guests will find a sleek fitness center and outdoor pool, a second-floor restaurant with waterfront views, and a boutique gift shop. The Boardwalk frontage will also welcome a Starbucks, its sugar candy store, and a family-owned pizzeria, adding upscale amenities to our seaside promenade. This development promises new jobs, a boost for local vendors, and a fresh gathering spot for families and visitors alike. For Wildwood, the Wild Resort isn't just a hotel, it's a new chapter that celebrates our community spirit while inviting the world to experience our charm. And later, join us for a sunrise yoga session on the beach, perfect way to start your day with calm and community.
If you run a venue, a comedy night, a concert, a fundraiser, you already know the hardest part isn't the show. It's selling the seats. Theaterfiller changes that. In minutes, you're set up with your own ticketing page, QR code delivery, and a door scanner. No technical headaches, no middleman taking a cut of your night. Your event, your tickets, your revenue. Go to theaterfiller.com and fill every seat.
On a bright Saturday morning along the Wildwoods Boardwalk, the historic National Marbles Tournament rolled back onto its sand-kissed lanes for its 103rd edition. Families gathered beneath the striped awnings, the salty breeze mixing with the soft clatter of glass spheres striking each other on the wooden tracks. Longtime champion Maribel Ortiz set up a small wooden table near the pier, her hands steady as she arranged marbles in a rainbow of colors, while a group of curious toddlers pressed their faces to the edge, eyes wide with wonder. Near the midway, a teenage volunteer named Jamal handed a polished sapphire marble to a 7-year-old boy, explaining the gentle flick that sends the stone looping down the lane. The moment the boy's marble rolled cleanly across the finish line, a ripple of applause rose from the crowd, linking generations in a shared burst of simple joy. It was a reminder that a game invented over 2 centuries ago still sparks connection and laughter on the same boardwalk where it began. Moments like these make the Wildwoods feel like home.
On a bright Saturday morning, the golden stretch of the Wildwoods Boardwalk glistens beneath a clear sky. Families and friends gathering on the free sand that has become a daily ritual for generations. I'm standing beside a group of kids building a towering sandcastle, their laughter mixing with the soft crash of waves, while a local lifeguard, Maria, waves a bright red flag that signals another safe day by the sea. Yesterday, USA Today's Reader's Choice Awards announced that our beloved shoreline has been voted the top beach in the Garden State for the 3rd year in a row. The news spread through the crowd like a sunrise, and strangers exchanged high fives, proud that the very sand beneath their feet earned a 3rd crown. It's a reminder that the Wildwoods' free beaches aren't just a place to soak up sun, but a shared treasure that brings the whole community together. As the tide rolls in, the sand holds the imprint of countless footprints, a quiet proof that we're all part of something larger, and that feeling of belonging is what truly makes this place shine.
Thank you, Wildwood, for joining us tonight. It was great to see Governor Sherrill's new data center bill aimed at lowering electric costs for our community. We appreciate your support and look forward to bringing you more stories tomorrow. Stay safe and enjoy a peaceful night.